Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakaha Korash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone who taught us this truth, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. Alright, so I got this video. It say 15 minutes, but we're going to chop and screw it. But I'm going to stop it in between and give some precepts. Alright, and Salaki, I'm sitting on my porch, so you might hear cars and shit, zooming past. Lord willing, you can still hear it and be edified.
The American economy is struggling right now, whether it's people not getting jobs, people losing their jobs, or people not even paying their bills. You're starting to see this more and more when you look around.
So let me get this straight. Inflation is going to keep going up. Taxes are going to keep going up. Interest rates are going to keep going up. National debt's going to keep going up. Wages are probably going to be going down now with the implementation of AI. It's going to make like easier mundane shit, much easier to do. So what's the end game here? So if you're not already rich or you're not going to be rich very soon, what is really the end game here? I'm actually like asking you, like, what is the end game?
So I just got my Ameren bill. Mind you, I live in Missouri. Single household, so it's just me, my dog, my two cats. House isn't huge, not even, it's normal, right? Their bed, two bath, nothing crazy, like a little under 1,700 square foot, like literally nothing crazy, right? My bill, $282.99. Carla Joe, vacation's over, girl. Vacation is over. Where are the brothers at? But honestly, when does it end? When does it stop?
800.
Hey, this is what y'all voted for. All right, real quick, I'm gonna get this Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 4. It says, "And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts." All right, and that cruel Lord that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai has given the Egyptians over to is none other than Trump. All right, he is that cruel Lord. Let's look at this word cruel real quick. You know what? This one, I gotta use this one. So like here. It says cruel. It says disposed, disposed to inflict pain or suffering. It says devoid of human feelings. Right? So let's look at some synonyms for cruel. It says brutal, having or showing the desire to inflict severe pain and suffering on others. All right? This is what that cruel Lord, right, Trump, is doing to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right? They were set up to be the wicked. Okay? The scriptures tell us how these devils have a perpetual hatred, man. Meaning everlasting. It's always there. It'll always be there. It won't change. All right? And the scriptures also say, let me see if I can get it. Um, well, you know what? So like, yeah. Yeah, let me see. Ecclesiasticus chapter 14 and verse 5, it says, he that is evil to himself, okay? And how is this devil being evil to himself, right? Trump got millions, right? These elites, these uh, governors and mayors and councilmen, right? They got bunkers. They're up there, all right? It says, he that is evil to himself, because he's destroying the same environment, the same water, the same air, the same beef, right? That he and his comrades have to live on. It says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? Right? He's not going to be good to no one. And he's showing you that. Hey, all of these executive orders that this man has put into play, you are about to see these things play out, man. All right? You're going to see these things play out in real time. That's all you see is these people on here complaining. It says he shall not take pleasure in his goods, right? Because we're at the end of this kingdom, man. All right? When these devils get ready to set up their new world order, right? And see him, attempt to see up everyone, all right? With that MOTB, the Lord is going to smack the play out of his hands, man. But here, let's go back here. So, like, yeah.
$130.27. Anybody want to guess what that is? You won't guess. So I'm just going to share it with you. That is my electric bill this month. Okay? Full disclosure, that is less than last month. Our bill last month was $1,130.98. I'm sorry, it's insane. That is my mortgage payment plus more. Okay? I don't know how anybody is expected to pay that. So, I mean, our house is big. It's not huge. It's not a mansion. It's about 2,500 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 3 baths. We had 5 children. Our bills with our children, all 5 living at home, were between $400 and $700 a month. So we have called the electric company. They've come out. We live beside a restaurant. We were adamant that we were paying the electric company's bill also. I mean, it's ridiculous. Who can afford even $400 a month for electricity, but they expect us to pay $830 or $1,130. So, yeah, I logged in this morning to see what our bill was when it was due.
That's what I was getting ready to do real quick. This is Ecclesiasticus. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 4. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. All right. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the street. Okay. Meaning there's no opportunities out here. All right. There's no opportunities out here, man. So if there's no opportunities, and this devil is cutting, everything. What that leaves? That leaves 2Esdras. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the street when the sound of the grinding is low, and the grinding goes into work. All right. It says, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, meaning niggas will be getting up early as hell. Right? As soon as you hear the birds tweaking or talking, chirping, it says, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. You see that now. This music is trash. All right.
$130.27.
So we got our electric bill for the month of July, $650. For the month of June, it was $560. for the month of August, if it keeps raising, our electric company, Centerpoint Energy, they're pieces of. We will have given them $2,000 in 3 months just for our electric bill. I can't afford that. And if I can't afford that, I can't imagine other people and what the they're paying. This is bullshit. Like they're forcing us to not pay our bills so that they can force us out of our houses or something. This is absolutely bullshit.
I think there's a lot more people that's not paying their bills than media wants you to know. They've been real quiet about this issue. And I'm not talking about utilities like necessities. I'm talking about, I really don't think there's a lot of people. I think there's a lot of people that's not paying like medical bills, their mortgages, credit card bills, and any other bills, you've accumulated other than like water, electricity, and gas. Because I don't think the American government wants people to get the idea that if they stop paying their bills, nothing's going to happen. But I think that's what's happening. I know that there are a lot of people who stopped being able to afford their mortgage, and they're still in their houses, and it's been 2-3 years. Because whether they admit it or not, we've been in a recession for years. And I think once the rest of us realize that, wait, I stopped paying my credit card bill and really nothing's happening other than it's messing up this phantom credit score and everybody's credit.
Just going to ignore the fact that systems are collapsing and continue going to work every day?
Most of us have lived our lives without having to worry about supply. Well, it's coming to an end, guys. The supply chain has been eroding since 2008. Prices have been going up since then. I remember a time back then that I could go into a store, any store, find anything I wanted on my list, go to one store. Now I have to go to 4. And the prices are sky high. I am blessed to have a friend nearby who gives us free eggs laid by her chicken.
Hey, how many of Jake blessed like that? Right? Jake ain't blessed like that. Jake out here fucked up. So Jake already fucked up, and then all this shit Trump doing just fucking shit up more for Jake. Right? This devil showing you that he is your enemy, man. All right? And all you see on here is women complaining. Okay? Because women are well, a majority of them are women. You know, they trust in the system, man. But anyway, real quick, this is 2Esdras 15. In verse 1, it says, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. And that's what we're doing. These are the words of prophecy. Telling you about the end game, right? It says, Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Right? Because we ultimately know what these devils want to do. They want to they want to stop the truth, right? By any means necessary. Okay? Whether it's the Israelites or whether it's the elect. All right? It says, For all the unfaithful, Salakia, it says, Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Right? And incredulity goes into without faith, unfaithful. Right? It says that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. All right? Let's look at unfaithful. Just on the, you know, it says not faithful. Engaging, well, okay, you can use that. It says engaging in sexual relations with a person other than one's regular partner in contravention of a previous promise or understanding. All right. However, we are married unto the Lord. All right. So the unfaithful would be you Israelites. All right. Because a lot of all you're gonna see is a lot of women on here. You're gonna see some Jake women as well. Some similar words. Because again, we are married unto the Lord. Some similar words are adulterous, faithless. It says two timing, right? It says cheating. Okay. So this is the beginning of Jacob's trouble, man. All right. Let's go back.
Gift her something, something canned, um, because she's a blessing on earth. And sometimes she allows us to pay for what she gives us. I think maybe once. So we still are in the category of having a lot of blessings in our house, in our lives, and we're not lacking anything. But those days are coming where people are going to that haven't lacked anything are going to start lacking, and then you'll hear the shouts. Just think, you wake up one day, lights are out, no gas stations are running. It's chaos on the streets.
Hey, 2 Esdras 15 and verse 5, it says, Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, man. Right? Everything she was saying sounded like a Purge movie. It sounded like a movie. All right? It says, Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine. All right? I was just watching something earlier. It was talking about how it's been declared, right? It's been declared that it's a famine in Gaza. All right, this is the devil coming down with great wrath, man. All right, it says the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. This is why all these things are happening, man. Okay, right? The scripture says that Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it, man. All right. So this is the end of Esau's world and the beginning, okay, of Jacob's. And Jacob's name was changed to Israel, which is you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right. It says, For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. All right. You look up, I mean, I was watching a video. It was talking about how it was just showing these bitches, just Keisha, right? Red hair, right? Boasting about her stamps, right? She get about 1,500, 2,000, something like that, close to that. She boasting, doing shit on the gram. They took her shit. Now she crying, right? Now she crying. It says their hurtful works are fulfilled. Like they have completely accomplished destroying Jake, man. Here it is. They got hair on their hair, right? They put lashes on their lashes. They put nails on their nails. They threw, man. All right. You got niggas wearing eyeliner. You got niggas putting the shit on your eyelid, well, on the top part of your eyelid. You know, their hurtful works are fulfilled, man. All the wickedness that this devil has set into play. You can see that seed. You can see it sprouted. It has sprouted and bear fruit, and the fruit you can see the the end result of it, right? Now I'm gonna jump down to verse here. Well, let me let some more of this place real quick.
In a vehicle, no banks are open. You can't use your credit cards anywhere. And
Right, and that's you know what? I'm gonna just get that real quick because I ain't been on that. I ain't brought that up in a minute. This is the book of Revelations. Here, I'm gonna back it up.
no banks are open. You can't use your credit cards anywhere. And grocery stores are shut down. How long would you exist on what you have? You got to think on those terms during today. You have to. Sorry, guys, you have to face up and be prepared.
What I want to tell everyone is don't put your head in the sand. Use this time wisely to prepare for what's coming down the pipeline because you.
This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor," right? Small and great, no matter who you are, no matter what bracket you're in, tax bracket, no matter what level or status you may have in life, right? No matter how much money you got or how less or how much you don't have. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond," right? No matter if you're locked up or free, all right? Free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And this word mark in the Greek is charagma, all right, which is a incision, right, to go into your flesh, to cut into your flesh. It says, "And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name," man, all right? And that's the system. But I just want to do something quick on this. Hey, Lord, what are you edify? Shalom.